All right, guys, so believe it or not, we do not have a final name chosen for this baby boy yet.
We don't have a final name, but we have like a lot of names. And thank you, all of our friends and fans and subscribers, for suggesting names, because we love a lot of the names. Some are very farcical or very hilarious, but we're considering some. We're going to go through the names today that we're considering and not considering. So we're gonna give you some that we think are kind of funny.
Completely eliminated.
Yeah, some of these names I'm just like, do these people like us? Like, why would you want to name? Like, somebody said you should name your baby Bob, and I just want to say, would you name your kid Bob? I mean, have you ever seen a baby Bob? If I saw a baby Bob in a stroller, I would say, what's your baby's name? And they would say, Bob. Are you kidding me? Your name is Bob. So that's enough of that. Let's give you the first name, and then in the comments, let us know what you think, because we still have not decided yet. So, Mama, what is the first name?
The first name is kind of bordering the yes-no side, because I like the name, and if it was 5 years ago, I probably would be like, yes, that's the name, but it's too popular now, and that name is... Yeah.
It is a good name. I like it, Aiden, but I do know a lot of kids named Aiden. It's kind of like when I was growing up, I thought I was the only Justin. Well, I also grew up in rural North Georgia where there was like 4 people around, but I thought I was the only Justin in the world. Oh, what a unique name I have. And now everyone is named Justin, and my name is so common with everyone.
He's the only one who thought his name was unique. I'm like, you thought Justin was unique? Justin? There's like a million Justins.
And I thought my name was unique, Justin McClure, Justin Kelly McClure. I'm sure if you go to Ireland, every other person is named Justin Kelly McClure.
Well, the Kelly McClure part might be unique, but Justin is...
Yeah, it's true.
Totally common name.
So the only problem with Aiden, it just sounds like people would make fun of my son. You know, they would say like, hey, that boy's hurt in the classroom. Can you get some aid in the classroom? You know, Aiden. And everyone would look and make fun of him. His name's Aiden. You get it? Aid in the classroom. You guys get it. You know what I'm talking about. You're here with me.
You guys know he's full of dad jokes, and that is completely a dad joke.
Aiden.
Aiden. That is not a joke that any young kid would ever make.
So I can't go with that name. I can't go with that, all right? So Aiden we like. We're not sold on, but we kind of like it. What's the next name?
The next name that we pretty much are being bullied into considering almost.
Yeah, the internet is bullying us into this one.
And Alexis, she said it a million times, so...
And the more you think about it, the better. It's a problem name because it's such a common word in our vocabulary. But if you just think about it more, it's like, oh, it is a pretty sounding name. But I think I want to name a cat, or maybe I can see like a chipmunk running around the yard. Like, let's call the chipmunk Generous. You know what I mean? So that's a name. I mean, we're giving something a name, but naming our son Generous, he may not be generous. He may.
Oh, he's going to be generous.
He may not be a generous person.
He will be generous, for sure. People have said they're going to call him Generous no matter what we call him.
What if it was a middle name Generous? Or, I don't know.
I guess we have to keep it on the list for now.
Maybe we can make it his Twitter handle or something.
You came up with it. I'll let you explain your whole theory. And
okay, so the next name is the name that, like, I just drive around, walk around, and I think of, like, names that I've never heard of before, and I'll do that by, like, combining or looking at a word and changing a letter,
throwing out Scrabble pieces,
changing a consonant. And so I came up with the name Ajayus, and I Google it, and I see some last names with the Ajayus, but there's really no first name, so it seems like it's unique, and I just kind of came up with it. So
we all know Google is, everything. So you Googled it, and you didn't see it.
It's got to be official. If Google did not tell me that it's there, it's definitely not a name. So the name that I came up with that I like is Ajayus, and I just like it. It just sounds good, Ajayus McClure. We want to know, what do you think about Ajayus McClure?
Please chime in on Ajayus. This is one of the reasons that we haven't decided on a name, is because Dad here wants to have him, and of course I believe he should have a unique name also, but like in the beginning, what was that Greek name you told me? Like
Chandelier.
He just was throwing words out there like, oh, nobody's gonna have this name. I'm like, yeah, including our son. He's not gonna have that name either.
Let's name him Constellation. There's no constellations out there. Constellation McClure. He's bright as a star.
And I never imagined that would be it. Like he would be the one. Like, let's just name him something.
I completely want it to have a unique. I want it to be a unique person, and I want him to start out in the earth as a unique name, and that's how you do that. So that's my favorite name so far is Ajayus. So what do you think?
The next name is of Yoruba heritage. Justin can't really say it properly yet, but he can learn. It's and we'll call him Ayo for short.
Ayomide. It just sounds like a song. Ayomide. Ayomide.
Anyways, and it has a meaning. Not that really decides the name, but my joy has arrived is the meaning of the name, and I like it because I like the abbreviation, calling him Ayo. I like that option.
I don't dislike it. I don't dislike it. So Ayomide, it's just like it's a little bit more work to pronounce. Like you can't be lazy with your enunciation.
Exactly. It'll force people to not just try and say anything. They will have to, and hopefully, if we do go with that name, he will correct people. It's not Ayomide. It's Ayomide. Ayo. Call him Ayo for short.
So that's Mama McClure's favorite name.
I know my Nigerians are going to love that name, so let's just...
We will see. So I definitely don't dislike it. I like it. I'm just trying to let that grow on me, just like some of the other names. So Ayomide, what do you guys think?
Ayomide.
Ayomide. See, I'm already in the wrong here
just
with the name.
Ayo.
Ayo.
Yes.
I think I'll just call him Bob. So the next name on the kind of the yes list is...
I like this one too.
Okay. It's like I thought I came up with Ajayus, but now that I look at Elias and Ajayus are kind of like the same name. You take the H and you put in a J, that's Ajayus. So I don't dislike it. I haven't looked into kind of what it means or how many other kids have this name. I like it.
So you want to take a survey of how many kids have the name, and that'll put it off your list.
If your name is Elias, I want you on this YouTube video, and I want you in the comments, and I want to know how many Eliases are out there. We got to find out how many.
Survey says.
If there's under 12, maybe. If there's more than 12, we can't go with that.
You know how many people are on this world? Even if it's 15, you think he's going to run into the other Elias?
He might be on our YouTube page. So.
Okay.
So that's some of the names that we like. Now here's some of the names that we definitely are not going to consider. How about
I try not to laugh. I really do.
Do you guys know that we have a daughter named Alexis? You know that, right? Alexis, Alex. Why don't we just shorten Ava's name to Al? We can have Al, Alex, and Alexis. Let's just have that.
But you know what's really surprising to me? It's not like one person has said it. It's like
a lot of people.
Yeah.
So Alex is a good name. I like it, but we already have a child named Alexis.
Yeah. It's just it's not even an option. Like I can't even consider it. It's literally her name.
Right.
Just chopped.
Juan.
Yeah. And again, nothing wrong with the name Juan, but I mean, look at the two of us. Between us,
do we look like a Juan? Do we look like we would make a Juan? Do I look like we would make a Juan? That seems like insulting to the Hispanic culture if we were to call our son Juan. It's like, what are you talking about? Why would you call it Juan? So, anyhow.
Or maybe pronounce it wrong. One McClure.
One McClure. Juan is a good name. It's definitely, but I've just never seen it with, kind of a mixed child named Juan. When the mix is not Hispanic, Latino. Okay. So we can't consider Juan or Jose or Miguel. We're not going to do any of those, even though we do like those names.
Yeah. It's just...
I don't know. I'm not really a fan of juniors. I feel that my son is going to be his own person, and I feel there's some type of self-aggradation in naming your child after yourself. Like, I think I'm so great, I'm going to name my kid after me. And I'm not saying this like in an insulting way to any juniors out there. Not at all, because every junior is going to grow up to be their own person, but I would never name my son after me because there's already one of me who's lived my life, so I want him to have a complete, unique life separate from me. We're going to be his parents and, all that, but I would never say, oh, I'm going to name this child after me. I just feel there's a little bit of arrogance in that if I were to. Now, other people do it, and it's totally fine, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I've lived a good life, and I'm a good person, and naming my child after me, I would not be not proud, but I feel it takes away from the credibility of a person blossoming into their own person and having something unique along with that. That's what I think.
What if he outdoes your life?
He will outdo my life.
Then, I mean, Justin Jr. is like, yeah, man, that junior of mine just took the name to the next level.
He will outdo my life. All he has to do is live, and he will. He will outdo my life. I'm kidding. It's been a great life. I enjoy my life. I love it so much. And I'd like to tell you guys more of my life at some point. I've been meaning to make a video about some of the changes that I've made in the past several years, stopping drinking and all these different things that it made me a much better person. So at this point in my life, if I were to name my child after me, it would be a good thing. But if you would ask me 10 years ago, I didn't really like who I was, and there was no way at all. But how I feel now intellectually, I just feel that he should be his own person with his own name. And that's also why I'm trying to find more of a unique name. I mean, there's just so many kids named Aaron and Austin. And Aaron sounds like a bully from middle school to me.
I've personally, nothing against Aaron. I just have never liked the name. I don't know.
But that's what's great about names is that the people that suggest Aaron like Aaron. And like they might not like any of the names that we've suggested. But that's what's great about the world is that there's enough names and people and food and cars and whatever there is in the world, there's enough to make people happy, and that's why it's a great thing. And speaking of cars, we should name our kid. We should name our kid after a car.
Tahoe. Why don't you just name him Tahoe?
I'm gonna name my kid Escalade McClure. How
Suburban.
About that?
Suburban McClure.
Maybe he'll be a big linebacker.
Suburban McClure. So those are the names that we're considering, and not considering, of course. So I don't know. I feel like we have to really make a decision very soon.
We have to make a decision.
And also, did I tell you this?
I guess not. I'm waiting.
So, traditional Yoruba Nigerian tradition is to have a baby naming ceremony 8 days after the baby is born.
Do we have to walk on fire?
I mean, you can if you feel like it.
Oh.
It'll be entertaining for the people there, but that's your choice. That being said, even though we're talking about names that we're considering, to honor in a way still my tradition, I don't plan on revealing the name until after the baby's born. And that'll be one of the things that you guys can stick around for is...
we're not going to reveal till it's born?
No.
I didn't know that.
Till he's born.
He's
not an it anymore. He's a he.
We're not oh, man. Yeah. Okay, so we're not going to reveal the name till he's born?
Yes. But at least you guys can know it'll be one of the names that we're considering. But, like I said, we are going to stick to a little tradition. I don't think there's anything wrong with having a little tradition left in...
And we're going to stick to a southern tradition. His first drink is going to be gravy out of a bottle.
Okay.
How about that? How my southerners out there? We drink gravy from a glass. So baby McClure is going to be drinking gravy from a glass.
I don't think there's going to be some people happy with you saying that. But thank you guys. Those are our...
Yeah, so any more suggestions? If you have a unique starting the letter A,
we do want to
let
keep
us
it
know.
in A, yeah.
Because once again, we haven't fully decided. Maybe somebody comes out with a great suggestion.
Like Theopolis.
Like maybe Aardvark, and they change the D and the V to be Aardjark or something. I don't know. It could be. I could be like, yeah, that sounds, whoa. Okay. All right, let's just...
Malfunction.
Okay, no. Okay, let's just end it. Almost. Let me put this back, and then oh my gosh.
That is the win.
Can you say that's the end of the video?
No! Wait. Oh! Okay, that is definitely the end of the video.
All right.
Bye, guys.
All right.
I don't know what I'm doing.
All right. Like that. All right. Okay. So, jeez. Is this recording? Make sure I'm still good here. Make sure I'm still good here.